Hello everybody, back once again. Going to be talking to number 4 because, of course, he had to go to Leaky Lake to kill some stuff. And come back to Mount Blackhead just to talk to number 4, of course.
So,
Thanks for the assist. The monsters in this area are being controlled by a crazed fusion and a kilt. You could track him down, you'd save us all a heap of trouble. He's at Leaky Lake. Onto Leaky Lake Infected Zone we go. I also picked up the Ed and number 3 missions. You know, maybe we can do that on the way, but not turn them in necessarily. That could be quite beneficial, you know, 3 birds, 1 stone over here. I don't know how far we'll get. These are B.
You called?
So it's December 26th, and I was informed in the Discord just the other day that the Commissionist 2025 event didn't even go live until the first week of January. So, yeah, don't expect, you know, whatever nonsense I've been saying lately, don't listen to me because I am wrong. If they do a Knishmis event, then it would be, you know, the first week of January there. And as far as we know, they are doing it, no matter if it's just adding some stuff in to the item rotation, or, you know, they're not reinventing the wheel for this Knishmis at the very least, because they have they kind of invented the wheel enough with their resources with the Halloween event and adding the jack-o'-lantern nano there. So don't expect too much from them at one time, you know. What on earth is this placement? So weird. Wow. Really weird placement of whatever models they got going around the trees there. Kind of surprised I haven't gotten it yet. I think I'll be hitting my fusion matter max. You are really nice. Might as well be using DD. Goodness gracious. I think I killed like a dozen of them. They're all gone from this area. Once again, if you haven't joined the... Is that a golden egg there? Oh, interesting. If you haven't joined the Discord for Retrobution or even Open Fusion, be sure to do that. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness me. Come on. I don't know what the respawn timer is on some of these, but maybe I can just go over the ridge and see some... Oh, goodness gracious, here he is. F you, buddy, F you. He had it. So we can turn that in next time we go to Mount Blackhead, but we should really just make our way to the Leaky Lake Infected Zone now. One of the, you know, nano mission here to get Demongo, you do not face Fusion Demongo, you face Fusion Scotsman, who actually has 2 different layers in a Leaky Lake Infected Zone here. Is there any monsters in my immediate vicinity that can take aggro? Nope. It appears not. I always appreciated that you could see, I don't know what design, if this was intentional to what degree, but you can see the little like fusion matter orb tentacles in there. I don't think they display all of them when you're not outside the infected zone, but I think for the most part, you know, you get an idea of traversal if you're racing, which is really nice thing. This fusion portal is at the very top, it seems like. Something along there.
I'm ready. So long.
Yeah, it's kind of at the top here. I feel like I could have made it without that, but let's see.
Take care.
Close to the top. Yeah, you can really, like, get to the top of this infected zone. Oh, well, that's the top, actually. Oh, wait. Can you get up there? Is there a cannon? That is moving. So that tells me maybe you can go up there? These guys.
Buenos dias.
Some infected zones you could kind of cheat the system here. This one you can kind of cheat the system. Yes. Yes, dude.
Eduardo.
Yeah, in some infected zones you can kind of see elements. It's only in a select few you can see elements of like different stuff from the game. And I don't know which one it is, but some of them do. One of them has like the time machine from the future that you use to get to the past. One of the layers has that, or it did have that at one point. I'm a simple man. I see damage, I do it. Alright. So we are level 16. With level 16, that probably introduces us to missions from, no, not from Pimpleback Mountains exactly, but missions in Orchid Bay from Grimm. And missions in Townsville Park, at the very least. And they all want some missions. It seems like it doesn't open another NPC immediately for Wilds missions, which is kind of a relief. I'm already like 90% to the next nano, which is 4 arms, which a lot of people eventually put as scavenge to finally have a second nano to have scavenge halfway through the game. And maybe that's... I know I mentioned in a previous video that like a lot of people were like, you didn't get a certain nano, another power of a nano of this like type until like you were level 30 or like 32, and that really caused a lot of frustration and like trying to, you know, make use of a variety of different nano setups. And I can't remember which one it is. I thought it was a Humongosaur for a little bit, but every time I look through this, I don't remember what it is. It's not bonus because people didn't use bonus. Maybe it was courage because he had the A scavenge, and previously, you know, having that type of power locked to a certain type that late in the game was certainly something that could be, you know, a cause for frustration a little bit, because scavenge was such a widely, you know, widely regarded as such a valuable nano power back in the day. I know they have this meteor crater that they want, that number 3 wants us to look at, but I'm trying to discover what is the best way to go to the Pimpleback Mountains. And I believe this is all walled off here. You can't, even if you have a jump and rocket nano, you can't get past to skip into nowhere. At least from the south, I believe. From the west side, like the east side behind Fuzzy's house, I believe you could at one point or another, but I think it's along the long list of exploits and wall hacks, you know, that they patched out of the game back when it was, you know, officially made available. No one's pushing aggro on me. Whoa, okay, I just had jump. That was weird. But I mean, as I was playing through the game, as you know, NotAmused on the official game server when it was online, I just feel like I had such a certain type of nanos that I just never used at all, and I don't know how widely available or how widely used some certain nanos were, because I seem to recall that, you know, a lot of people use the same nanos at one point or another. You know, especially if you were A, using scavenge, you know, B, traversing / racing, as in traversing into the unknown beyond the game borders, or doing races. You pretty much have the same setup there. But just for giggles, I'm gonna try and see if I can get past the wall here. Get off his property.
It's Cookie. Are you there?
And then he has the next part of Mystery of the Meteor. I'm not curious about it. Let's try. I wanna try and work. So I have Eddie who's C. I need another nano that's Rocket, because I really want to keep Rocket, but at the same time, okay, you can go to Devil's Canyon from here. Well, I just looked at this. I don't know why I thought this was nowhere, but it is not nowhere. Yeah, so Devil's Canyon is kind of intimidating. It's kind of, you know, we're not really gonna venture in there right now because we're more interested in going to the Pimpleback Mountains. Besides, I think this stuff is like, at the very least, this stuff is like level 20-ish, level 20 at the minimum. Like, it's probably level 22 or something, I think. I think it's 20, but it's not super high because the Monkey Foothills 22. Okay, that makes sense, because as you traverse north and get the Fuses area, and that's like level 28, 30. Here's an invisible wall. Here's what I was thinking of. Kind of a completely useless invisible wall, in my opinion. I really don't know why you would need an invisible wall right here. I don't know. Some of the borders, to me, are just very nonsensical, and this is like the first example I've encountered so far in replaying the game. I mean, especially because I don't know how far up they go here. Okay, I'm getting it right here. But it doesn't, because the pathway is right here too. So like, the invisible wall's right here, but like, at what point does it just not make a difference to just not putting it there? I don't really know. Maybe it was different at some point. Maybe this was like a hot fix because of people exploiting the unknown. I don't know. But I think from the beginning, some of the invisible walls were kind of nonsense. Still wanted to fight a few of you. Breaker Bears, I'm not like the wild stuff. I'm not in, this is the one I'm not in love with. Like, this is a design I'm not in love with, but I'd still give it like an 8. I think it's a really good design. Oh, that's the wrong one, buddy. But come on, if you see yellow, you think of Super Smash Brothers Player 3. That's what I think of when I see yellow half the time in my life. I think Player 3, Super Smash Brothers, Nintendo 64. That is just conditioning 101. Is you just play, you know, so much of that, and it's just like, yep, that's it. Pimpleback Mountains is kind of like the Eternal Meadows, Eternal Vistas of the wilds. It's kind of wants you to be like the spooky element, kind of, but at the same time, not really. But you know, I think the environment is very well done. I think Gwen used to be... I thought Gwen was maybe up on the hill there, but maybe she was always there. What do you got here? You got UFO stuff. So if I'm 18, I get to 900 class. And this is 850 right now, correct? Okay. So important to know, him mask, that's not very useful. I'm gonna be getting a lot of crap here, right? Yeah, I don't care about the design of the this might be crockpot material. Wait a second. Never mind. Get out of here. You are just a better gun at this, so I can sell you. I'm not in love with the design anyway. 393. I can, what are you? 12? You're 13. I can crockpot you, because I like the sharp gun design. Just looking around really quick here. There. Oh, the monkey's up there, but the transportation in the crystalline caverns is also up there, and I don't remember that area for the life of me, so I think before I end this recording session, I want to go up there.
What's happening?
Really, you're giving me missions?
I knew you could do it.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, Kevin's not. Kevin's in nowhere with Juniper and Courage. Juniper, kind of one of the most unforgotten NPCs in the game. One, because she's not a super wide... She's not from a super renowned or super popular Cartoon Network show. Okay, thank goodness you can take me to Blackhead. Crawfish. I didn't even look at you. You are by Fuzzy. Oh, yeah, I want to look at the manual right now. I do have to make my way back to Grimm at some point, too. For the next guide mission here. Can I go in you without a mission? I can. You can race in here? You can. Interesting.
So long.
I have such a small memory of this place. I know it is from the original game, but I have such few memories here. I'm kind of surprised to see it all in its glory there. I wasn't expecting that. I completely kind of forgot about that. That's like Vertical Endeavor's the infected zone, pretty much. Definitely want to try racing there. And I keep talking about racing here, racing there. I don't know when I'm actually going to take the time out to do that. But I want to at some point for sure. So we want to go back to Ed at the very least. I want to go back to Grimm. You can kind of see the Devil's Canyon. Is that Devil's Bluff up there? Yeah. Nowhere, Area 51.5. I mean, more so in the wilds than like the city or suburbs. It'd be so useful to drop from the monkey anytime you wanted to. Here's Crockpot. Here's Ed. Let's see.
You wanna go on a mission?
Yeah. And then the next one goes to number 4 here. So I have a little more wiggle room with infected matter here.
So, do you need a mission?
I heard how you helped that Ed kid. The jungle's a dangerous place, and Fuse's nitwits make it even more dangerous. Can you help, mate? Was number 4 originally... There's ghoulish ghouls? Where the... Oh, the trees. Was number 4 always Australian? I seem to recall the accent in the show, but did they make a point like to say he was like Australian or something? Because I don't remember that. Interesting. All right. Next time, I think we're still going to be in the wilds for a little bit, doing some missions here. Do I have an ear on my hand? I think I have an ear on my hand. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Alright, maybe I'll post that in the Discord as to fix the texture error, but that's weird. So, ta-ta for now, everyone.